back there? Yes. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is the I didn't get an agenda printout, so I'm just going by my
You got 'em?
my
Hold on.
brain.
Hold on, she's got
You
it.
give me an agenda. Good morning. Anyway, I don't even know what today is.
18th, October 18th, 2023.
Okay, thank you very much. We do not have a quorum today, obviously, but I was just talking with Mr. Brown. We'll just go forward with some of the reports since you're here and get on the record for everything, and we'll just move on through fairly quickly if we can. But good morning, everybody. Would you do a roll call?
Carol Killian,
Here.
Christos Mavronis, Larry McDermott, Victor Gooden,
Here.
Harry Lloyd,
Here.
Bob Rand, Keith Norden,
Present.
Nancy Kiefer, Katrina Friel.
Also present.
Hello, good morning. Thank you all. We will try to make this quick, but I would like to go ahead with the, Katrina, if we can hear from you.
I have no report this morning.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Mr. Norden, would you like to fill us in a little bit?
She's giving me her time.
That's
a
right.
mistake. No, I'm joking. No, happy to give you a few updates. We're very, very busy. What Katrina didn't say is we work seamlessly with Volusia County's Division of Economic Development, really as one team. And we've won projects before by just working seamlessly with our municipal partners in the county and Team Volusia. We are busy right now today. Tawan Arrington from our team and Cyrus Callum are at NBAA, which is a very, very large aviation-related trade show, one of the largest in Las Vegas. And they're part of the Team Florida really exhibit. So we've got a great presence at the show, a Florida presence as well. Last week, we had a delegation visit, both at the Space Coast and Embry-Riddle that we presented at. They were space companies from Singapore brought over. There were a number of companies brought from the Singapore Invest Group looking at possible locations here in the U.S. We were invited. We were one of the few economic development organizations to be invited to the Space Coast to present with a couple of others, including the Orlando Economic Partnership. And then we followed up with a visit at Embry-Riddle and the Microplex on Friday morning. So we've already sent out responses to the companies. We are very pleased that we have Embry-Riddle as the draw here in the area. It's great for Daytona Beach. It puts Daytona Beach on the map in Volusia County, definitely internationally and globally. And then last week I attended as the chair of the Florida delegation the 45th joint meeting of SUSE Japan, Southeast U.S. Japan. It's an organization of 7 southeastern states and Japan with 6 other state heads of delegation. And the mission started in Kyoto for a day and then went up to meeting with Hitachi and then on to the joint meeting with an aviation aerospace seminar for Japanese companies. And the whole mission was led by Secretary of State Cord Byrd. So we had a great state presence. As you remember, Florida hosted the group last year in Orlando. So we continued to be the host state, even though Japan was actually hosting. The number of top-level C-level Japanese companies were present, including the chair of the Japanese delegation, which is the chair emeritus of Bridgestone, the global
Yeah.
tire manufacturer with U.S. headquarters in Nashville, but a global presence, as well as Toshiba, Marubeni, all the top Japanese companies were there. So it's a great way for us to network with those C-level people that we would never have an opportunity to meet individually. So great process, spreading the perception and raising the perception and visibility of Volusia County to all these folks, including statewide representation in the other 6 states as well as the Japanese.
Right. Was Epson involved in that at all? Because, we had our Epson people here a couple of weeks ago.
No.
No?
No,
Yeah.
but I will check.
That'd
I don't believe, I didn't meet them, but I will
Okay.
check
I was just curious if they were part of it, because they're huge right now.
I'll check and I'll
Okay.
get back with
Thank you.
Carol. And, but anyway, and then we are forging ahead with our 5-year strategic plan. Many of the practitioners in the county were involved in interviews with Boyette Strategic Advisors. We would hope that will be rolled out first quarter of 2024 for the next 5-year plan for Team Volusia.
Wow, good. Very good. Any questions? Are you done?
No,
Any
because I
questions?
have Katrina's part. No, I'm joking. No, I'm
That's terrific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so really a lot of activity and good visits, and we have some high-level projects continuing to look at Daytona Beach. So we're excited about that.
That's great. Yeah. Well, thank you. And Ms. Kiefer is out of town, I believe. Is that what she said? So she's traveling a bit right now. So let's just go around any comments from the board members? And then I'll call for public comments. I know we have a couple of people. Mr. Brown, would you like to? Public comments?
Yes.
Jump right up. We got a new podium here, I see. My goodness.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's been a while since I've spoken up many times, but. Oh, that's
Name and
there's a new
address,
microphone.
please, sir.
Okay, Frederick Brown, 1508 Crescent Ridge, Daytona Beach. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that a great number of members of this board did not show up. The board doesn't meet very often. I would have been here a lot sooner in my career had I known exactly when and where everybody meets.
We meet here once a month. And
I'm caught up.
We usually have a full quorum, so.
I'm caught up. One thing I was unable to find any information, perhaps Mr. Brown, not related, could fill me in on, is the which zone is represented by which member, and it's not included in the report. I would like to see that included in the reports, because I've been reading all the minutes and stuff, and I'm still trying to figure out who represents
Okay, we
who.
don't do, for your information.
That I did.
We don't do it by zone.
Okay, so the members are just picked by whom then?
Well, go back and read the requirements for this board.
Yeah, I'm still thinking, I apologize, I didn't get a chance to do that, but I did want to find out, what all was involved there. To me, economic development in Daytona is extremely important, and its partnership with Volusia is also critically important. I'm glad to see we used to have a couple representatives here from Volusia County. I was a little disappointed, there was some good news on the one report, I was a little disappointed we didn't get both. But I've noticed in the past minutes that many of the reports there's no report given. And that's a bit of a disappointment. With the economic timings being what they are, it's beyond a level of high importance for this board to be able to help the city of Daytona move forward. And I would certainly, and it's always boggled my mind why more industry hasn't come here. I myself am trying to pursue a major business here in Daytona Beach, and I'm hoping that I'll get the support of the city should I get the CEO to move a new facility here. But I'm just disappointed in the fact that we're not doing more with our transportation corridor. And that's something I spoke briefly with Ms. Friel about that. We have a beautiful airport. There's two other airports in Seminole and Orange County which aren't linked. And I would think that would be a tremendous value to Daytona Beach and Volusia County to be able to have a high-speed link between the three airports. And of course, because we have Embry-Riddle here, I believe that would bring some of the talent and some of the resources needed to help develop this corridor. And that's what I see it as, more of a corridor. Daytona has a unique opportunity geographically in that we're at the intersection of I-4 and 95. And therefore, companies such as Amazon, of course, has built a hub here. A lot of them that are currently in Orlando, and I lived there for many years, are there just because it's the only place that has the resources they needed at the time. I think Daytona is a more appropriate location for many of those, and I would like to see us pursue more of those type of opportunities for here in Daytona Beach. To me, it's critical to build up our economy here in Daytona and build up our businesses. It seems right now the only businesses we seem to have are apartment construction companies, and I really would like to see us diversify more. So again, I was very interested into who all's involved with this, and Ms. Killian, I know you from other boards, and so I'm familiar with your background, but I certainly would like to get to know a lot of the people here more and see more emphasis on actually getting some economy. The news that Mr. Norton had was great news. I spent some time, lived in Japan for a while. They can be some really great partners, but they have to be catered to properly. And I don't know what the city is doing, but the seeds of what he's talking about. And Singapore is another one also, and I didn't live in Singapore, but the company I used to work for, we had a facility there as well. They can be great financial partners as well as great business partners, but they have to be carefully catered to. They are, I was trained on how to relate to the foreign companies, and I can just tell you that if you don't handle them properly, they're going to go elsewhere and you won't know why. And so I'm excited about the opportunities. I just hope we pursue them. I hope that we make this an open invitation to them to come here and develop their businesses. And as was pointed out, Embry-Riddle is a great draw. I would like to see them become more involved in the economic development of this town as well, because not only do they have some extremely talented individuals with some high-tech jobs, that they'll pursue elsewhere rather than here. I'd rather have more of them stay here and use their talents here in Daytona, because I just see this as I like to kind of refer it's old school, but diamond in the rough.
Right.
I've
Well,
known
thank you very
Daytona
much
since
for coming
'64.
today. We appreciate it, and I would just like to suggest that you go back and read a little bit more about this board and the history.
Yeah, I apologize.
So, but thank you for coming. And
Thank you, Ms. Cohen.
Are there any other comments or suggestions from everybody? If not, we will meet. Our next regular meeting is November 15th. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
And we will look forward to that. Will you have a speaker then? Because I know you had a couple of speakers that were on your list you were going to try to get.
I'm looking through my emails right now.
Like Miyabi,
I'm trying to get somebody here, yes.
you can get her. I would appreciate it if you could get her.
That, who's that?
Carol, can I
Yes.
make a comment
Sure,
before we
absolutely.
adjourn? So I just want to say, put this out for the public. If any of the public is interested in looking at the development projects that are happening here in Daytona Beach, go to the website. There are fantastic GIS maps that show you all of the commercial development that is happening here in Daytona Beach right now. And as an economic developer, I want to give kudos to the city of Daytona Beach. It's one of my favorite resources. But all of those development projects that are driving future economic prosperity are listed on the City of Daytona Beach website.
Right.
You just need to go to the GIS maps and look at them.
Thank you for that. Good suggestion. Very,
welcome.
very much. So, okay, yes, sir? Mr. Lloyd?
Going towards the end of the year, brownfields. We,
Brownfield,
Probably
yeah, we
do
need an
report.
annual Brownfield
Yes.
your
report, yeah.
report on brownfields.
We may not recognize him. He's lost like 40 pounds. Yeah.
Maybe more.
He looks really good. I didn't recognize him
I
last.
need to know a secret.
Yeah, he told me, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Are we adjourned? Do I hear adjournment? Yes, one more?
No, I second the motion.
Oh, thank you. All right. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming.